Deep inside your digestive system lies a massive, highly organized biological border. This glowing barrier of cells acts as the primary screening point for every nutrient and molecule attempting to enter your body. Guarding this checkpoint are billions of friendly bacteria known as the microbiome. They act as the frontline intelligence, reading the molecular codes of everything passing through to determine exactly what is safe enough to enter the bloodstream. The cells of this border wall are locked by microscopic seals called tight junctions, ensuring no unauthorized material slips through. Because this system works effectively, the specialized immune guards stationed directly behind the wall remain in total peace, completely shielded from the chaotic outside world. Miles away, in the neck, sits a tiny metabolic power station, the thyroid gland. To properly balance your body's temperature and metabolism, this delicate hormone factory relies entirely on receiving quiet, calm signals from that distant digestive border. Achieving steady physical energy throughout the day requires this microscopic gut border to operate in perfect security and absolute silence. But certain environmental inputs and poor diets can trigger the body to release an excess of a protein called zonulin. This protein forces the tight chunks to physically pull apart, leaving the security gates jammed wide open. With the closures compromised, raw, undigested food particles and bacteria, known as antigens, fall directly through the newly formed gaps, bypassing the border screening process entirely. When the calm immune guards suddenly encounter these unvetted, unauthorized invaders, they experience a massive shock. They instantly abandon their resting state and trigger a high-alert biological security alarm. The panicked guards release defensive chemicals called cytokines. This acts like an inflammatory smoke that rapidly travels through the bloodstream, driving up the body's systemic immune inflammation index. What began as a microscopic tear of the gut barrier has now become a chaotic, system-wide inflammatory fire. As the smoke spreads, the immune system faces a highly confusing problem. Some of the leaked foreign invaders have chemical structures that look almost identical to your own healthy body tissues. This deep biological confusion is called molecular mimicry. Because the invaders and the healthy cells share identical shapes, the panicked immune guards manufacture heat-seeking proteins called autoantibodies to hunt down both targets. These autoantibodies travel to the neck and lock directly onto the healthy cells of the thyroid, the thyrocytes, initiating a destructive wave of friendly fire. The thyroid power station is now suffering a dual assault. The autoantibodies slowly damage its external structure, while the smoky, inflammatory fire from the bloodstream begins to choke its delicate internal machinery. The thyroid is still producing plenty of raw storage hormone, known as free thyroxine. However, the heavy inflammation completely blocks the body's cells from converting this storage hormone into the active, energy-giving hormone, free triiodothyronine. Unexplained exhaustion and Hashimoto's disease are rarely the result of a defective thyroid. They are the symptoms of a perfectly capable power station under siege by its own confused security force. To stop this friendly fire and restore energy, the body must physically rebuild the broken border wall back down in the gut. This repair job requires a specialized crew of border workers. When you eat healthy, fiber-rich plants, helpful bacteria like bifidobacteria get to work, feasting on the fiber and breaking it down. As they digest these plants, the bacteria release tiny chemical messengers called short-chain fatty acids. These molecules act like a fast-drying organic cement, immediately sealing the torn tight junctions back together. Supplying your microbiome with the right raw materials provides the direct physical mechanism for closing a leaky biological border. Once the border is properly sealed, the daily invasion finally halts. The immune alarms go quiet, and the inflammatory smoke clears from the bloodstream. A healthy microbiome also creates a secondary healing signal. The friendly bacteria process digestive bile acids from the liver, turning them into powerful messengers that travel straight to the body's tissues. These processed bile acids travel to tissues and engage the iodinase enzyme. This interaction is the final signal to convert dormant storage molecules into active energy. With the enzyme back in operation, cells successfully convert all dormant storage hormone into active metabolic energy. True, lasting physical vitality is not achieved by forcing the thyroid power station to work harder. It is achieved by healing, feeding, and securing the microscopic border in your gut.